8:30 p.m. and it's dark. This may be my last blog post ever on the planet because I'm getting suckered into going country line dancing, which I have never done in my entire life. I have no idea even what to wear. I don't own any flannel. I don't own any Wranglers. I only own American Eagle and Gap jeans and maybe some Express jeans. So yeah, who knows? I may humiliate myself. There's a class. So my friend and I are going to a class at 6:30. So they're going to teach me how to look stupid. And I said to my friend, I was like, you know what? I can dance on ice skates. So maybe I'll bring my ice skates and my blade guards, the plastic blade guards, so you can walk on the regular, not ice rink. So anyway, so what do I look like? I don't even know if I'm going to fit in. I don't have a cowboy hat. I've lived in Houston for 10 years and I don't own any cowboy boots. So this will be fun. Actually, I looked at the pictures online. I looked at the Facebook photos and people just wear whatever. It's like, you know, it's Houston. No one gives a shit if you dress up here. The only exception to dressing up is when you go to Uptown Sushi, which is this like pretentious sushi restaurant, probably about 2 miles from my house. And I went there one time and I just went in regular clothes because I was like, I'm just gonna go eat sushi, which is like finger food. You know, it's like fast food in Japan. And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm in a club? And everybody was like dressed up. All the women were in like dresses that look like they got painted on them. And I'm there in my like baggy t-shirt clothes because I'm gonna eat a lot of sushi. So that was weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna go right now. I've got about a 30-minute drive down to Sugarland, I think. So this should be fun. I don't know if I'll get to film, who knows. But yeah, so I think we're just gonna go for like an hour or so, go take a lesson. And my friend's like, I don't know how to dance either. I'm like, okay, I literally have never, I mean, I went to college in the Midwest and I never went country line dancing. I've lived in Houston for a decade, never gone country. I despise country music. What's the joke? Like you play it backwards and you get your dog back and your wife comes back to you and the world is good. So yeah, so I don't really pay attention to it. And then you get people like Taylor Swift who started as country and she's basically pop. So I mean, if they made country music more like 90s new rock alternative grunge, I'd probably get into it a little bit more. But it's just too like twangy and I think all the songs sound the same. So, and plus I went to college in the 90s when it was like Achy Breaky Heart playing constantly. So that said, wish me luck. If there's no more videos after today, you know why, because I've just like crawled into a cave of mortifying embarrassment. So actually it's good. I think line dancing, I'll just be in the back line. It's like when I go to those like Soul Cycle or those spin classes where they hire models to be in the front row who know like all the coordinated moves, and then I'm in the back row like dry heaving trying to just like resuscitate my heart. Yeah, okay, so anyway, I've got to get on the toll road. I'm in Friday night traffic. The post office I went to earlier, I was gonna get a pedicure and everything. No, I spent an hour and a half standing in line at the fucking post office to go mail some stuff out, and lo and behold, they only had one person working, and this guy walks out and he goes, you know what? This is your tax dollars at work. It's like, this is how the post office has got rid of all efficiency. And I didn't believe it until I ended up standing in line for an hour and a half. But anyway, so somehow the mail gets where it needs to go, so they're not totally inefficient. So I mailed off what I needed to do, and then I didn't really have any time to go sit in a pedicure place for an hour and a half. So I went home and just laid on the couch and texted friends and just like hung out by myself in my house, which is where I'd rather be right now. I don't want to go out. I don't want to be social. It's gonna rain. The weather is shitty. It's still hot and humid. It's 80 degrees and it's humid at 5:30 at night in December. Like, Houston, we have a problem. Stop it. Like, I can't go anywhere right now. I've got to stay home until at least, you know, the new year. So I don't know. I think if I have some time at Christmas, I mean, I am going to get out of town and probably go to some mountain somewhere in the van. I do need to take Prudence out for about a week, so I'll figure that out. But in the meantime, I don't know. I do not want to be in summertime. Actually, some friends of mine have actually left Austin and left Houston for good because they're like, I cannot do 108 degrees anymore. And I said, I hear you completely. I was on Mount Rainier. You see this picture, Mount Rainier, July 1st this year, and it was snow everywhere. And that is how most of my year was. I was in cold, rain, snow, wind, mountains, altitude. That's where I was. Here, I'm 44 feet above sea level, and it is summer. And I'm not happy. So anyway, but I'll go out tonight. It'll be fine. No one gives a shit here anyway. Everyone just goes out and has fun. I don't drink. I'm certainly not going to drink while I'm driving. You drive across Houston, it's 100 miles across. Like, you can't really Uber anywhere unless you hang out in your neighborhood or like crash at friends' houses. But I need to be back tonight because I don't even want to be out. So I'm just kidding. I'm just whinging because I'm middle-aged now. I'm 45 years old, and I would rather just be hiking and watching the sunset somewhere, which doesn't happen in Houston. It's just a big abyss of, I don't know, whatever it is here. So that said, okay, I've got about a 23-minute drive. I'll get there a little bit early. And yeah, so it should be fun. We'll see. I don't know. I don't anticipate filming anything because it'll be horrifying. It's like, put it on the horror section. Algorithm will be like, you do not want to see this. Shield your eyes, viewers. That's what YouTube's going to say. It's not even going to show it up on like fluffy travel video options. It's going to be under, you know, like Friday the 13th slasher movies. It'll be that, and then me trying to like dry heave and move my body. I don't even move. It's just like protons colliding at this point whenever I dance. But when I'm on ice skates, I can dance. I have choreography and you know, control of my reflexes. But when I'm in a club, I just kind of make up the dances, like, you know, stir the pot or like wave to the neighbor, like mow the lawn. Yeah, I don't really. I would like to eventually take some sort of like hip-hop type like street dancing, like kind of the real cool moves and stuff, like not like break dancing because my spine, but I do want to learn kind of like, if you watch what's her name, CSA Punch, she's hilarious on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, but she took dance classes, I guess, when she was a kid. So the way that she dances, like that, like funny dancing, that's what I want to learn, and then I can do that on ice skates. So, all right, well, I will see you later in my impending demise of self-respect. So, I don't even know. I mean, if they play some like Metallica or Soundgarden or something, I can figure out a dance to that. But I don't know. This will be fun. I'm in heels. Heels are not good for any movement that requires me moving my body other than walking and you know, getting from A to B. So okay, well, wish me luck. I may film like a minute, but maybe not. So just use your imagination of like the worst dancer on the planet, and then just like go a bit lower than that, and that'll be me. Okay, the place that I'm going to is called Whiskey River, and I'm gonna park in the back. I'm gonna go watch YouTube for like 30 minutes because I got here at 6 o'clock. So I hope it's not valet. I think I can just park over here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, maybe I park on the side. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Help me. Somebody, like, I mean, Jesus Christ, my tiny home on wheels has a steering wheel, so I could literally just drive anywhere and escape from wherever I don't want to be. Anyway, so I'm going to just park in the corner here. I hate everything social because I just want to be in the woods and the mountains and the forests and everything.
Dancing is always counterintuitive to what your brain is trying to do, no matter how slow you are. So we're going to bring her in. We're going to go 1, catch 2, and bring her up to the shoulder. Sorry, Johnny, for giving me the breaks there. So 1, catch 2, right here. Can you get with the partner? Who wants to stay together? I don't mind if you stay together. Your turn at the end of 2 is rotating across. So I'm going to do it again. So you're going to go 1, 2, and. Let me correct that to be super specific. It's not 2 and, it's just at the end of 2. So 1, 2, finish off, landing on 3. Finish, land on 3. Then you're going to go tiny things, going to turn you around. Finish the spin, ready, go. Spin and walk her out, and she does the spin. She's using you to settle. Almost. Hey, that's pretty good. Ladies, high five and switch. Once you do that turnaround, your weight on your left. So guys, You don't know how many times I hear students being all like, I like West Coast swing because guys do nothing. Because they see the pros and the pros are just like, and then they see John Lindo, then they're like, that's like their idol. Like, how does he look so good? And he's like, never moved his legs, you know? Now you stopped right here. It is true. For if you were a beginner doing an inside turn, you would probably see this. You would see close to you, out to you, zip around. So I would bring her in, out, reach around. I'll do that again. This is a beginner level of what you might see. In, out, over. This is what I would prefer, to climb up the stairs. So I have it here. I'm out of the way. I'm low, because I just let her across. I'm low right where on top of her holster. I'm gonna go to her rib and her shoulder as I climb up. And when I check my watch, not really, but when I get to that part where we usually do, if our hands were a little different, it's gonna hear, so you're gonna zigzag, like Zorro. So she's gonna go forward and go climb up and then loop around. I'll do it again. So I'm here, sorry. I climb up and I loop around. It just gives the ladies more of a heads up of what's coming. If you do side to side, you don't even know. Some guys, they'll do side to side. It could be a turn, or it could be, oh my God, it's a skater. You know, they don't know. You don't give them a heads up enough. So climb those stairs. So once you land right here, my intermediates, I know you guys know, you're just in a different spot. Zigzag your way up, and then come back on the track. Let's do it from the beginning. We're not even doing that one. We're doing it from the beginning. Come on, my intermediates. My left, your right. It's like you have a mic over there. All right, you ready? Go. 1, catch 2, 3 and 4. Settle right here. Mover 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. 1, cut 2. Lead her down. She settles here. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Ladies, high five and switch.
I did some two-step dancing. I did 90 minutes class of beginner and intermediate. It was really fun.
So 1, 2,
I got to dance with a few of the women there who work there who are professional dancers.
Okay, country dancing was good, but we're hungry, so we're gonna get some Thai food. And yeah, this place is open till 2 a.m, so it's like a sports bar. It's kind of funny. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do is get my broken derailleur fixed and have them take off the dork guard, the plastic thing. Yeah, so I'm at REI, so I'm gonna drop the bike off. Might as well get it done now before it starts raining. I did the 25-mile bike ride this morning, and then yeah, then after that I'm just gonna go get groceries and go home. So maybe do some window shopping. I don't need any more gear. Anyway, so yeah, let's get the bike dropped off and hopefully they'll honor their agreement to fix it for free since they broke it. So I don't know who broke. I think it's REI bent the derailleur. Yeah, I don't think it was broken spoke, but either way, I'm pissed off. So let me get this fixed. All right, so they're gonna help me out. I dropped the bike off and chatted for quite a while to Sebastian, the guy kind of in charge of the bike department. So he was telling me that his honeymoon was 1 month in California, going to all the national parks, including Yosemite, and they rented a little camper van. So we chatted about that. So they have the co-op sale. These are for kids. Harriet needs some stuff. We're not camping or anything anytime soon, but it'll be good to get her some gear eventually. So I'm gonna go check out the other sales. I don't need anything, but I could always buy something I don't need. Oh, so relieved. So I just left the bike. I don't know when I'm gonna come back for it. I don't need it like right now, but I'm gonna check out the sales. And yeah, I need one of these. Yeah, they got good sales for co-op members. I think it's only $20 to be a co-op member. I don't think it's very expensive. But anyway, so yeah, let me look around. I just ordered some things off Amazon as well, like balaclavas for snowboarding season, even though I don't think I will be snowboarding this year, unless I go to California and I can make it up to like Mammoth or Big Bear. But ideally I'd rather go, I don't know, I'd rather go to New Mexico. But okay, so let me look around and get some off-season stuff. The good thing about being able to travel through the whole country is that you can buy summer stuff now when it's winter and go somewhere warm where it's warm in the winter, like, you know, Florida or something, and then you have all your cheap summer gear, and then vice versa in the winter or in the summertime you can go somewhere cold and get the off-season stuff for sale. So, you know, it's science. Anyway, I don't need any more hats. I have so many hats. So I wanted to show this. It's very windy today. That was a tough ride. Just finished the 25 miles, but this is right near the corner of my house. And it took 5 years and many letters to the city to get them to put this sign up. Not that anyone really pays attention. I guarantee you everybody just runs this stop sign, and there's always crashes on this intersection. But this says it's the law of 3 feet minimum. So in the state of Texas, you have a right to use the entire lane, even though I get honked at and, you know, bum rushed and all that stuff. Even one of the judges in the 11th Court of Appeals tried to run me off the road yesterday. So got to file a report for that anyway. Okay, well that was fun. Yeah, so people don't stop at the stop sign. Yeah, he just runs right through. It's like the California roll is what they used to call it. But anyway, so this is the ordinance 16-019. And yeah, so you just have a right to use the whole lane, which I do because it's safer. Even if I was way over on the curb, and by the way, there's no bike lanes, they're debris zones is what they're called. And I do not want to ride my bicycle in a debris zone because I'll get a puncture. But yeah, even if I was way over on the curb, the car still has to be 3 feet away, which means they're then straddling the entire lane on the other side. They're straddling the middle line, whatever that's called, the divider. So yeah, so you just use the whole lane, and when they can safely pass, they'll pass. But anyway, yeah, it took 5 years for the sign to get put up. Not that anyone, like I said, pays attention to it. Or does anyone actually stop at a stop sign? And they roll right through. Yeah, every month there's a massive crash on this intersection. So anyway, okay, so that's it. So bike ride is done, and I'm gonna head out to the van and go dump out the dehumidifier because it's Sunday. Go run a few errands, then come home and work on a video.